Good evening, and thank you for tuning in for our special live program, the New Hanover County Board of Education Candidate Forum. I'm Michelle Bliss, the News Director here at WHQR, as well as tonight's moderator. The gallery here at WHQR is packed with voters, along with our panel of journalists who will be asking questions during the first portion of tonight's program. In the second portion of the program, we'll open up the questioning to our audience members. Our panelists tonight include Star News columnist Cy Cantwell, Greater Wilmington Business Journal editor Chris Wilkerson, Cape Fear Economic Development Council Director Bill Graham, and WHQR reporter Roderick McLean. For this year's election, voters will choose from the 8 candidates with us tonight to fill the 4 open seats for the New Hanover County's Board of Education. Half of the candidates are incumbents. Each candidate will have 1 minute to respond to questions posed by our panelists or audience members. When a candidate's time is up, I will say time and we'll move on to the next candidate. Some of our panelists will be asking questions that have come from voters. With those questions and with audience questions, we reserve the right to modify language for clarity and objectivity. Now, before we get started with questions, let's meet the candidates. I'll introduce them with brief bios in alphabetical order. Mrs. Janice Cavanaugh is married to Tommy Cavanaugh. She is the mother of 2 daughters and grandmother of 3 girls. She is also a small business owner of Janice Cavanaugh Appraisal Company. She has served on the school board for 19 years. During that time, she served 2 terms as chairman and 1 term as vice chairman. She has served on every board committee, and she is the former president of Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the former chairman of her local neighborhood watch. Mrs. Cavanaugh is proud of the fact that SAT scores have risen every year that she has served on the board. She is a loyal advocate for parents and children and is very responsive to all parents and all children. Don Hayes currently serves on the Board of Education. He's a Wilmington native who grew up on Myrtle Grove Sound and attended local schools. He graduated from New Hanover High School and served in the Naval Air Squadron for 4 years. He's a Vietnam veteran, and when he returned home, he received a BA in History from UNCW and an MA in Education from UNCW. After that, he taught school and was a school administrator in the New Hanover County Schools. Hayes is currently a self-employed sales representative and a Republican. Derek Hickey is a local orthopedic surgeon in Wilmington. He currently serves as the president of the New Hanover Pender County Medical Society, as vice chairman on the New Hanover County Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, and is a delegate on several statewide committees of the North Carolina Medical Society. Dr. Hickey is a graduate of Yale University and UCSF Medical School. He did his residency training at New York Hospital for Joint Diseases and fellowship at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. He and his wife Catherine have 2 children, ages 7 and 4. Ed Higgins was raised in Forsyth County, North Carolina, and graduated from East Forsyth High School. He received his BA in accounting from Catawba College, his MBA in business from UNC Wilmington, and his law degree from Wake Forest University. He has been at Cape Fear Community College for more than 30 years, where he is currently a law instructor after serving for 12 years as chairman of the Public Service Department. Prior to coming to Cape Fear Community College, he was a practicing attorney in Forsyth County. He has been a member of the New Hanover County Board of Education from 1994 to the present and served as chairman of the board from 2000 to 2004 and from 2008 until the present. Joyce Hugel is a graduate of Bath High School in Bath, North Carolina. She has degrees from UNC Chapel Hill, East Carolina University, and UNC Wilmington, as well as teaching experience at all levels from kindergarten to university. She began her work in New Hanover County Schools in 1977 as a teacher of a 5th grade and 6th grade class. In 1997, she became principal of Winter Park Elementary School and retired in 2005, but she eventually went back to work part-time as a mentor for new principals. Mr. Nick Rhodes is a retired lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force. He holds master's degrees in education and business administration. He currently serves on the New Hanover County Board of Education, and during this term, Mr. Rhodes has served as chairman of the Finance Committee. It was there that his leadership was key in preparing a school budget that avoided any impact to school, classroom instruction, or elimination of staff, despite a reduction in state and county funding. He served also as a member of the Curriculum Committee, where the focus is on raising student achievement, reducing the dropout rate, eliminating the achievement gap, and revising the academically gifted program. Dr. Philip Stein is a former executive with a major international nonprofit organization. Since moving to Wilmington nearly 11 years ago, Stein has been active in community affairs in the Democratic Party, serving on the New Hanover County Commission for Women, the Sister Cities Commission, and the Child Advocacy Commission, and was one of the founding board members of the African American Heritage Foundation of Wilmington. He is also on the board of WHQR. Stein holds a PhD from the University of Michigan, is an internationally known scholar and author, and is active in the Episcopal Church at the local and national level. Finally, William Clancy Thompson has lived in the region since 1997 and served 10 years as the executive director of the Child Advocacy Commission of the Lower Cape Fear. Other career positions include being chair of the Drama and Speech Department of Transylvania College in Lexington, Kentucky, and producer at WQED Public Television in Pittsburgh. While the majority of his experience has been with key leadership positions, he has also spent considerable time in the schools, including a year as a high school teacher and 4 years as an artist in residence working with elementary and middle school children. Candidates, thank you so much for being here tonight and welcome.